up, YouTube? This is Jose from Dragon Ruler um, with a depth profile for Edison format. This is my take on Disaster Dragon. My Disaster Dragon is a little bit different. It's less dragons, actually, more removal and more toolbox. But without further ado, I'll give you the profile. To start, I play Triple Raikou. Raikou is pretty good because it takes care of something on the field and it mills you cards, so I do capitalize on stuff on the graveyard. Um, it's a pretty good card, and it makes cards lose timing, which is pretty good, like the Dupe Fraud, which is important because that's a very good deck. For my other level 2, my last level 2, I play one Plague Spider. It gives me access to non-dragon synchro monsters, so that's why I like it. And then it pairs very well with the Raikou. Then I play double Dandelion. Dandelion is pretty good because it gives me access to Black Rose with Debris, and it also when it's sent to the graveyard, it gives you tokens. That turn you cannot tribute them, but the turn after you can tribute them, which gives me another way to summon Redmid without like taking care of two cards from my hand, like summoning a dragon and then banish it, and then I summon Redmid. This is pretty good because of that. It's pretty good to stall too. And talking about stall, my last level 3 is one Spirit Reaper. Again, same thing, is a level 3, and it gives me access to Black Rose as soon as possible if they take care of it. For my level 4s, obviously the Free Dragon. This is a dragon and it's pretty good to summon Remit. It gives me access to the Black Rose, it gives me access to Trident if I have a level 6. It's pretty good card. For my other level 4 dragon, Remit, obviously, Wyvern. Wyvern is pretty good. Stack is decent, 18. And this is the guy that summons the Remit from the graveyard. It's a good card to hit with Raikou too. I play two Hamsters. Hamsters gives me access to Raikou. Sometimes Hamster doesn't die because let's say a Stratos attack it. It summons you the Raikou, then you pop a card, and now you have two cards to tribute for the red mid. Pretty good card. And it gives you access to synchros too, more cards on the field to make synchros, maybe 8 with the play. Um, and then for the last level 4, I played one Kokimeru. No, every deck is dark, so that's why I main one only. For the level 6, I played double Caius. I think Caius is in this format is very broken. It is very not a lot of cards punish it, so it's pretty good to play, especially if you're playing cards like the Hamster or Raikou or like the Dandelion, because you're always gonna have fodder to tribute. No, every time you're gonna want to tribute twice. And then the reason why I don't play 3 is because I play this one, the Planetary Dragon. This card is pretty good. When a monster on the field is gonna be destroyed, you can pitch a card and negate the activation. You can activate this on the damage step. It's pretty good. Um, it's really good because it stops herald, it stops stuff that people don't know that that destroys. Like if you have this in the field, let's say you Black Rose the Starlight, you can stop it. And the other effect is pretty good. It's not used until you play against Burn, but instead of taking life points, you gain life points. Very strong card. And this is your one way without synchro summon to Trident. Um, one Gorse. Gorse is another boss monster, so obviously I'm gonna play it. It's pretty good. Dark Dragon, you can control the graveyard, and you saw I have more darks. I had darks like Caius, play that can get out himself out of the graveyard, the Gorse, and last but not least, my last the dark. Oh, and the Spirit Reaper too. The Redmid. Redmid is very strong card. Once this card is on the field, you're dealing a lot of damage. It doesn't target, so it goes around Necro Valley. Pretty good card. Very strong card on the format once you summon it. I play double Bukumu. All my monsters are big, so sometimes they're gonna get bottomless. They're gonna get decreasing. They're gonna get stuff like that, and that's why you play the Bukumu. Not only that, if your opponent has a lock, you can stop it. A lot of ways to beat this deck is to have something that can be destroyed by battle. So like most of the time, I'll play against like fraud. They'll do the lock, and then they just stole me there. So Bukamon is pretty good to like get rid of that lock. Um, Also, Absolute, you can just put it face down and then get rid of him face down, which is pretty good. Double Sarcophagus, this card moves the deck. It gets you side deck too. Whenever, if you draw the targets, you can like fetch the side deck too. Pretty strong card. I really, really like it. And the Feature Fusion, this is a win condition. This card is insane. You get 5 monsters from the graveyard. You can I summon Dark Arm. You can set up Dark Arm. You can set up everything in this deck with this. One alert, you have a good amount of darks and it moves the deck, which is pretty good. What you need. Sometimes you have a dead hand, you can get rid of some darks. The one MST, because I don't like back row. Jantonate, because I don't like back row. Heavy, because I don't like back row. If you draw the Future Fusion, you want it to result because you're gonna win. If you do that most of the time, that's why I play, all those cards. Mind Control, Brain Control, my bad. This guy's pretty good. It wins you games. It bit me. It bit me so many times. I have a red man. They take it. They hit me with it. It's very strong card. For the traps, the bottomless, pretty strong. Divine Drive. I've been testing it. I like it. Like I said, Caius is very strong in this format, so I need something to punish it. And Divine Wrath, steal 2 cards. Kai's always, sometimes Kai's take 2 cards. They will take your monster and you battle steal 2 cards. But at least the Kai's is not the field, you don't lose your monster. Most of the time, you have dark monsters, you'll be taking 34. So this is very strong. Stop scores if you don't have anything. If you don't have the Quacky, it's very strong. The Call of the Hunter, you play Raikou, so it goes pretty well with him. 1 Torrential to clear the field. 1 Force to clear the field, and obviously the Judgment. Judgment protects you. Your back row protects your Future Fusion. For the extra deck, obviously the tokens, and the tokens and the Gorse token. 1 fusion card, the future target. If I hit it, I have summon it, and a lot of times people will be like, okay, I had the bottomless, so I won't MST it or anything like that, or they'll use the MST somewhere else, and then they'll summon it, and they'll try to bottomless, and I book a moon it. It's pretty crazy. Pretty strong, pretty strong. I like Kastatsu. Remember that I play, so I have access to like non-dragon synchro monsters. Katatsu is really good against light swarms. Though Iron Chain, this is for the Raikou play. It's a dragon, so you need it because he's locked to dragons. He's also, if you manage to get a debris, you can make Trident too. Bryonic, you can make this with the plague. Gojo 2 with the plague. This is Brio on level 3. Black Rose is pretty strong. Same thing with Ancient Fairy Dragon. There's a dragon, so you can make it. I play double Stardust. I'll show you a little bit why, but this is a pretty good card. I got access to Dark End because I play the Caius. It's pretty strong. Top Ruler, same thing. I can make it with Caius or the other level 6 and play. Colossal is pretty strong. And the Dragon Archery, just to get like bigger. And last but not least, the Trident Dragon. Trident Dragon is very strong. It wins game. It's pretty strong card. For the side deck, side deck is always personal, but you can take my base. Double Lightning Bolt is when you go second to get rid of stuff like Vanity Fiend or like Christia, stuff like that you can't handle. Well, Bolt is pretty good. Soul Release is very strong against Bayou, against Frogs, against Light Swarms. Be careful with Bayou, they play Return from a Different Dimension, so you gotta keep in mind of that card. Quacky, another Quacky against Darks. Darks are pretty strong, so that's why I play it. Max or a Slit, this card is very strong against Frogs. It's very, very, very strong. You can play around this card because you play Red Med banishes, and you can like not tribute and play around this card. That Devastation Virus, I like it. It's a pretty good card to get rid of stuff on the hand. I do play some other chests that go with this card. I'll show you in a video. I play double Styler roll. That's why you saw the Stardust. This card is really good against Black Queens, against at Saber. I have beat this card with this. Going first too. You put your floodgates, you put this. Now you have a Stardust. One return from a different dimension. If I see they play Karma card, if I see they're playing stuff like that to banish me, if I play Kaisis, then let me set up, right? And then I'll try to shoot in a Mind Crush. This is pretty good. When you go first, when you know what you're playing against heroes and stuff like that. This when you go first. I don't like to main it. Because sometimes it's a dead draw. This deck has a lot of dead draws. Because of the red med and maybe a dark art that you draw. So I'm always be careful with that. But if you go first, it's not a dead draw, so pretty strong. That's it for the deck. I hope you guys like it. If you play this deck another way, let us know in the comment. And I hope you guys like it and subscribe.